Yeah, this is why I'm single to this day, because I realize I don't really have many feelings left. I really can't be emotionally accountable for a grown woman. That's why I don't have children or nothing.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real life street stars. You know what time it is. So, Big Homie, let's touch on your specialty real quick. You have you specialize in retrieval of human trafficking. And let me just ask you, just speak on human trafficking for a second. When you look at a Diddy case, you look at the word human trafficking, where, you know, R. Kelly and, you know, there's RICO cases of human trafficking. And do you feel like human trafficking has been, let's just say, weaponized for the black male celebrity? Before we go into details of human trafficking, do you feel like they weaponize that against us to move across state lines in order to pursue sex out of somebody? Like, it kind of.
Here's my thing with this. Nowhere on the planet is the black male, does he get sympathy from anybody? But for some reason, we begging for every little thing, instead of holding ourselves at the highest standard. Because if you look at the onset of racism, we would have to behave at a higher level than they would have to, than the people who putting these laws into place. Because any sport we get into, we take over that shit. Anything we get into, we dominate it. So of course, I'm like, man, look, man, don't let these niggas in here. Because then when we get there, we bring our people in, and now we just thugging out in public now. You see what I'm saying? So like, we as a group have to hold ourselves more accountable and know that we special. That's the problem with all of this. Come on, man, you get all this money. You know they gonna try to find something. How many white pimps you seen? How many Mexican pimps you seen? Show me one Samoan pimp.
Samoan? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we take advantage. We do
take advantage of everything. If there's a will, there's a way. We gon' figure it out. Because if we got the least amount of resources, the least amount of support, but yet we make this shit look good than a motherfucker. Tell me I'm lying.
Little flashy.
Look where I'm at right now.
Little flash. Little flash.
I'm on the blue couch.
Little flash.
I'm on the blue couch everywhere I go. Man, that blue couch interview, man, took you to the next level, man. Man, I'm proud of you, man. Right on, big dog. Everywhere I go. Ladies walk up to me, put my number in your phone. I'm like, damn.
So you saying we get an inch and we take a mile? Is that what you're saying?
For sure.
Like
we shouldn't be doing that shit in the first place. Point blank, period.
I don't think Larry
it's because of us they changed
the.
Bro, think about it. Pimp culture only exists in our community.
It does. I haven't seen it, especially at the level that we do it at.
So of course, that human trafficking law is way more scary than pimping and pandering. It's just the facts, bro. We have to police ourselves and hold ourselves to a higher standard. No place in the world can we show up and motherfuckers gonna be happy. We coming in here fly, icy. We got the lingo. They dress like us. Everybody want to talk like us. People.
I mean, we kings.
Right. So we should act like it.
Yeah, true. Higher standards.
Oh no.
So let me ask you then, within this world, because you're like the black Liam Neeson, you know, straight taking 5, taking 8. You know, you saving them and bringing them back. I have to get your take on this story that is kind of rocking America right now because they don't know how to lean. It's a story of a guy named Jarvis Butts, who was 41, who I believe he impregnated his what is quote unquote niece. They may not be related, but they called uncle and niece, and she was 12.
turning 13. And now she is missing, not to be found. All they know is that, in trial and the standing trial that they have to set, they see text messages of her being pregnant, her wanting to meet him, and now she's missing. Nobody. But the family is torn because they like Jarvis. And Jarvis has been a good guy, and they're kind of supporting him. And they even recently threw a birthday for him while he's in jail and being held. And when you see something like this, to where a 41-year-old man, these text messages are real, where he's texting a 12-year-old that technically, quote unquote, is his family. And she gets pregnant. Now she's missing. How often do we see something like this, especially in the Black community, where that Uncle Chester situation is happening?
I've seen this several times where this type of person gets enabled by the family. I've seen it several times. So then somebody in the family, usually a woman, who work her job, she's not going. So she gonna come to me and the guys and say, hey, I got this. I need him to get his head busted. I need him to know to move out of town. I've seen this over and over and over. And
you say she's not going, meaning that...
She's not going for it. Like, auntie, grandma and them will say one thing, tell her she crazy. It's her baby, the one that's missing. She not crazy. She get up and go to work every day. Her daughter stained for life. She can't fix it. All she know is something needs to happen to fool. I've seen it over and over and over. Hella times. So many times, it makes me sick sometimes, a lot of times. And that's why, y'all seen some of my homies, bro. Like, sometimes I can't let them. I gotta do this one alone. Because it's been plenty of times where a lady will try to backdoor. She'll go behind my back, compensate them. And then we go on a retrieval. You hear somebody screaming for God. Hold on, what's going on? They up there getting,
How do you not put your feelings into it? How do you keep intact knowing that happened?
Yeah, this is why I'm single to this day, because I realize I don't really have many feelings left. I really can't be emotionally accountable for a grown woman. That's why I don't have children or nothing. I was outside a little too long. You feel me? I'm gonna have to just go it alone from here. You feel me? Because, that's just where I'm at with it. Seen so much, heard so many recordings, seen so many women crying about this type of stuff. Like, it numbs you for sure. You know what I'm saying? I felt like doing my duty. It paid off in the end, but it was at a great cost for sure.
There's one in every family. I don't know one person that doesn't have a weird uncle or somebody in the family. Why do you think when it comes to these particular people that as a family, you may say oh, get him out of town or he needs to go away versus going to law and having him arrested and having him do time for the things that he's done to the children in the family?
Oftentimes, a child isn't of the mental state to stand trial. Oftentimes, a child can't be questioned by law without an authoritative or family member or parent being there. And then rape kit take 3 weeks. So
really, she's asking why, explain it more what you're saying.
I'm just saying why let's say the auntie, that your husband is touching on your nieces and nephews. Why not go to the police? Why, you just need to leave town or just move out of the house or just whatever, instead of being you're going to prison. You're a pedophile and you're going to prison.
Because, oftentimes in our community, the appreciation for the man is incentive-based. You feel me? So even if they despise you, well, he do pay this and he pay this and he do that. He might have a drinking problem and touch on the girls, but just don't bring no kids around him. But he gonna go find it elsewhere. But this is why I say we gotta police ourselves, because I done been in Africa. And in the villages, you violate, they come cut your hands off.
Whoa.
They come tie you to a pole and set you on fire for everybody to see that. You can only reason so much with men. Point blank, period. I've seen it over and over and over. I'm working on a situation right now with a young lady. Her name Tasia. You feel me? She was born into a cult. You know, I got the audio recordings of her confronting her mother for why'd you let this happen to us? And as soon as something happened to a lady, nobody believes them at first. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's troubling for me to speak about, but you know, a lot of this comes from slavery. Because due to 400 years here where sex with children was normal, breeding programs existed where ladies had to sit idly by while incestuous situations was made to take place. That was the onset of this for sure.
What's the cheapest amount you've seen somebody sold for or heard about somebody sold for?
How much is an 8-ball? Yeah, I just like $50. A child.
Damn. When you have to get your hands dirty, right? How do you cope?
Oh man. Yeah, I don't really got no problem with that. It's like my favorite thing to do, really.
Right.
Cause with a look in somebody's eye, bro, when they know they bogus, and they know when they see you what you there for, and you catch them, you see people do strange things. Right. You know, motherfuckers try to get low and all that, reason with you, screaming for God and Jesus, mama, all that type of stuff.
Right.
You know it's not genuine. As soon as you leave away from here, they're gonna do it again. We take their phone.
Right. So, have you ever looked at a man's eyes and felt that it was genuine, like he would really stop?
No.
It's in him.
Yeah.
So, like, it's in R. Kelly. It's in him.
That's who he is.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Starz, nigga. Move. Hey.